Okay, okay, I have to use my phone because I forgot to bring my daggone camera out. But I got the table set up and I'm figuring it out, and it's starting to go pretty slick. So I'm gonna go ahead and vegetate it. Okay, hi guys. Hey, it's late tonight. It's about bedtime, and usually about bedtime I go zoning out. So I'm gonna try to do a little bit of commentary, and I don't know how well it'll work or not because I'm about to half conked out. I'm all to fall asleep halfway through this thing. What we got here? Excuse me. What we got here is we got our table done that me and Stevie was working on. Well, mostly Stevie. Stevie played a big part in this table, and I appreciate Stevie if you watch this. But it really come together good, and I ain't showing a lot of close-ups and stuff. I don't know if I'll get closer or not about it, because it's kind of a new thing. But well, to us it is. But that big. Hello. Oh, you shutting the door? Okay. Just commentary in here. Mommy's killing children. We have too many anyways. Anyways, Stevie's coming in with the skidder. Me and Stevie and Pee-wee and, well, mostly me and Stevie and Pee-wee, we've been logging this side over here. And the whole reason for this den that we got the den for was for these odd duck situations. So like the yesterday, we was back there denning behind the buncher, and today we moved it out there to the yard to yard up less than 10 semi-loads logs, so we could use it in small applications. And just across the way back here, out of sight, behind the den back in there, the knackle boom set up on the other logging job. So we're basically at this time right here, Junkyard and Pee-wee is over across the way, and they're no, Roger was seating today. But Junkyard and Pee-wee, they're across the way finishing up all this wood we had drug out in the excess with the knackle boom. And then me and Stevie is here dragging the wood in from me and him and Pee-wee there yesterday and processing it up. Now, as far as the table goes, it works really well. The measurements are good. I've been checking the measurements, and the measurements are pretty good. As far as this application, it's not going to be as precise as what, say, Cotton Top's tree processor would be. It's processing it, and then the encoder will be more precise than what this is. But this is pretty precise for what it is. And that big log I'm working on is poplar, for those of you who don't know. The little one I just threw in the pile was a couple pieces of cherry. And it's a lot of difference. I got a lot to learn on this type of setup. It's totally different from what I'm used to with the knackle boom. But I like having the saw on the head at times. At times I don't like having the saw on the head. So it's just a whole different machine. You can't really compare it. Look at it, doesn't it? See, this is the type of stuff I like about this. You can't really compare it with the knackle boom because it's a whole different machine. Yes, it's processing and loading. I guess you could compare the speed, the actual speed, but it's some things you gain with this and other things you gain with the knackle boom. So I don't know. I would think the bigger the timber is and the more trimming you got to do, this setup works better. And less trimming and the smaller the wood and straighter the wood, the knuckle boom would do better, I think. So I don't know. Or the super kit, So I don't know. It's just different. It's a total different deal. The main thing about this setup is the flexibility of it. I can just drive off. I'm not tethered to anything that processes logs. I can just drive off and work on different stuff. So that's the part I like about it. And I guess that's about it. I'm whacking up them 3 poplar logs again. This spot we're working was heavy to poplar. As I go, I will get a lot faster at this. I'm kind of, just getting the hang of it. Just getting the hang of how to use my head to saw multiple pieces and how to keep my saw from bonding up. How to not make wasted licks. I got lots to learn there. But the potential of the thing is very good. The weakness of the thing, however, is your saw chain. With the knuckle boom, with a Super Kitty, your carbide teeth is a big bonus. You don't touch that saw all day. There's times you don't touch that saw for a month at a time. And with this thing, it's just in this type of wood and this type of environment, I'd say you touch up the chain about twice a day. Now, I didn't run this all day. Just run it for a little bit, a couple hours here and a couple hours there. So I'd have to get set up on a job, like maybe when the Super Kitty's down or something, where I could actually just run it in the yard and see how I get along, But I like loading with it. You can't see up over the cab real good, but I got used to that with my, Jackson and Calvin. My log trailers are not the tallest log trailers in the world. They're kind of set up to be short in height, so you don't see over them too bad. I like loading logs with it. It's just the head's quick for picking because it don't dangle. But the saw is slower than the Super Kitty saw. But the saw's more flexible. I don't know. It don't have the reach of a knuckle boom, but it's got the strength. I don't know. It's just a total. One's apple and one's oranges. It's just all there is to it. But I'll shut up and we can watch the rest of this without me yakking. But thanks everybody. Thanks for all the support on the Logger Wade channel by my whole family. And the buying the stuff at loggerwade.com and everything. I appreciate it, guys. And later on, guys, have a good one. Leave me likes and comments and whatever.